Hello and good morning, YGG community. We're back here again this week for another AMA, and today I am joined by none other than Big Gabby himself. Gabby, let's get a hello.
Hey, everyone.
Yeah, so it's a busy time for us as always. Gap season 7 is kicked off. You're traveling, of course. So, yeah, we will dive right into it. Any big news that you want to just touch on right before we jump into everything Gap, Gabby?
Well, I'm here in San Francisco right now. Just attended the Bitcraft Summit. Bitcraft is one of our investors and one of the top gaming VCs in the space. And I'll be here also gonna meet some of our game partners while I'm here in the US.
Yeah, always busy for you, traveling everywhere in what way? I'm sure you're also excited to get back eventually for YPS, which is gearing up to be bigger and better than ever, as it always is. It's growing year by year. But yeah, we will dive right back into season 7 here. So as you guys saw from that video, season 7 has 11 games. 4 are brand new. The others are all returning. So you'll see some common names that you've already seen there, like Parallel, Pixels, um, Rumble Racing, all of those. We also have Mystery Society joining us, Arena of Faith, Cypher, Blade of God. So all big names. We kind of went over and touched on these last AMA. Gabby, any of those names stand out to you? Have you been playing any of those?
Well, obviously, I've been playing parallel, right? But actually, work has been busy. I've been traveling, so I haven't been playing a lot in the last couple of weeks. I'm really
Okay.
excited for the new games coming in. Mystery Society seems like a very fun kind of social deduction game that everyone can get into easily. Cypher has been a favorite of our community, even though it's new to Gap. It's not new to YGG itself. It's the same for AOF. I think the community has been very excited about this game for a while. And Blade of God X is a game that is really looking good, and it's something that we invested in earlier this year. So, really happy that it's part of Gap this season.
Yeah, it's really exciting to see. These partners have also given us quite a bit of additional rewards to give out here. So, oh, somebody is saying that we're too zoomed in on the stream. Let me see, Jude. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, okay, that was just a layout. I think I fixed that. Just selecting. Still getting a hold of Restream myself here, Gabby. I'm not as well versed as Sedano and the such uh, when it comes to dealing with these things. There we go. Maybe
There we
that's a
go.
better layout. Yeah, so as Gabby said, we've got a lot of exciting games. Mystery Society is real interesting. It's kind of like a take on Among Us. I don't know if you've ever played that, but I'm sure a lot of our community itself has played it too. So
Yeah,
it's
my kids have played a lot of Among Us before.
yeah. I personally am playing quite a bit of Cypher. I'm going to be asking Sil for his help on completing a few of these quests. I'm having a little bit of trouble myself. Shout outs to Sil, guys. If you're having any trouble with Cypher itself, Sil and Steffi from the Sylphie Academy there, they have Cypher on lock. They are the masters of it. Now, jumping back into the timelines here, guys, I did confirm with the team here. So we launched on October 1st, as a lot of you guys know. We kind of did a stealth launch for the first 24 hours, is customary here at YGG to kind of work on some bugs or such. But then the announcement went live, I believe, another 24 hours after that. And we saw a lot of people come in and flood in. We're already, getting quite a lot of submissions. I think some people have already claimed rewards, which is awesome to see. But the official end date for Gap is November 1st. So again, a month long. We're going to be running that. There will be a period afterwards, about a week or so, for appeals. So don't worry. But November 1st will be the cutoff for enrollments and submissions. So make sure if you get all your stuff done before that date. As for other quests, so like Blade of God, YGG Regions, and partners in our AI bounties, right now those are on our website, but as some of you may have noticed, they're still locked. So those won't go live until October 10th. So that will be next week. We're just touching up on some of the finishing points there to make sure those are ready to go for you guys. And then there's really also a focus this season on guild/group quests, which is kind of new for us. And there'll be a lot more for season 8. So Gabby, maybe you just want to touch on why we're moving towards a lot more of these guild or group quests and what people can expect with those for season 8.
Yeah, we're really evolving the way that we are doing rewards. And as you know, YGG has always been known to be the best place for guilds in Web3. A lot of you have been with us for over a year with your respective guilds. Some of you have already started your own guilds playing these games. And this is in preparation for our launch of on-chain guilds that is happening soon, very soon actually. And we think that the way to kind of scale Web3 rewards, because the hard part about it is that if the more and more people play games, it's hard to be able to reward everybody. And not all actions are equal. Some are more valuable than others. And so our way of really scaling this and also being able to support our guilds is to enable group questing or guild questing. So I would say that season 7 is a transition season. We've started doing some guild quests manually. We know what some of your guilds are because we've been asking in the forum what guild you're part of, and there are some quests that have specific rewards assigned to them, where only the guild leader can join the quest, and then the guild leader will work with the guild members to do the actions in game, and then we'll be counting the guild leaderboard and giving out rewards to the guild leader, and then from there it's the responsibility of the guild leader to see how they will reward their guild members. So for the guilds, you have to organize yourselves. You have to organize to hit the goals, be on the guild leaderboard, receive the rewards. But beyond that, when you receive the rewards, you also have to organize yourselves on how you are distributing the rewards. Now, we at YUG, we're not going to tell you how you distribute the rewards. It could be that you're rewarding everyone who's playing. It could be that you're rewarding only the top performers. So it's for guilds to also be able to figure out like how we can best organize ourselves, and then be able to compete for guild rewards.
Yeah, we're really just helping facilitate the rewarding and the questing portion. It's up to the guild leader themselves to kind of be their own little, I guess, democracy in a sense, where they give out their rewards and they choose who, is the ones that really are deserving of that, right? So it's
That's right.
kind of a hands-on/hands-off approach, right?
Yeah, that's right. And soon we'll be releasing on-chain guilds, and with on-chain guilds, you will have an official guild membership, guild registry, and then you'll have your own guild multisig wallet. So that's an important way for all guilds to have their own official wallet as a guild, and to see who your members are. So this is really what we're evolving towards at YGG.
Yeah, some big leaks on the vision there about. I think we've been talking quite a bit in these AMAs about on-chain guilds, but we're getting closer and closer to like actually some sort of beta product. I'm not going to say M product because we're always evolving and changing stuff here, but at least there'll be something tangible within the near future. And again, Gap is kind of tying towards that, right? We're building people's profiles and stuff here that eventually they're going to be able to tie to, one guild, maybe multiple guilds, and then guilds themselves will be able to build reputation, right?
That's right, exactly.
So exciting. I don't think we have any concrete dates on when we're going to be, teasing that. I know
Not
the
yet.
rest of the court.
We'll announce it once it's ready.
It's coming. It's coming. We're getting there slowly but surely. So on that note, maybe let's jump into talking about rewards then. So I'll cue that off with just playing the rewards video if people have not seen that yet, that our marketing team, head up by Pierre, has been doing an amazing job, Gabby. I hope you've been able to see the videos here. Our community is just loving them. I'm loving them.
Yeah, they've been amazing.
It's going good. I have also, just a heads up for everybody, I also have been asking Pierre for some more emojis and stickers for the Discord. I know you guys have been asking for it, so the marketing team will eventually be getting those. So if you guys have any cool ideas for those, definitely reach out to myself and I'll see what we can do. But yeah, let's queue up this the season pass video here. So on that note, as you all know, we have the season pass. We started that last season. A few changes this one. We've moved over to Ronin. Ronin for paying for the season pass, minting the season pass, minting all the badges. I think all the YGG rewards for our bounties are going to be distributed on Ronin. We're essentially Ronin all for the season, correct, Gabby?
Yeah, that's right. So, of course, some of the rewards from the season pass that come from the individual games will depend on what chains they're using. But for all of the YGG specific rewards, we've moved over to Ronin. We just found that a lot of our community are much more comfortable in Ronin than Polygon, and so yeah, using the Ronin wallet for the questing to get the rewards is something that our community has asked for.
Yeah, and I think it also ties back to this fact that like there's just a lot more liquidity on Ronin. We have our validator nodes and everything on there. So when staking does come out, like all around it's just going to be a lot easier for the community. I know it's a little bit of a hassle right now because we've given out all previous rewards on Polygon, but again, it's all one of those, growing pain issues, right? Where we got to figure out what works best for everybody. And yeah, in the short term or the one season, it's going to be a little tricky moving stuff over because I didn't know this, but there isn't a direct Polygon to Ronin bridge, which is
Yeah,
unfortunate.
the Ronin bridge right now is only from Ronin to Ethereum and back.
Okay, do you have any like recommended way that you would move stuff over? I know I've told people that they could either go back to Ethereum and then over to Ronin that way, or Sam has recommended that they use like CoinPH or something like that, like a centralized DEX. Do you have any preferred way yourself?
Yeah, we've used coins at PH. I think they've actually run out. Like a lot of people have deposited um, the Polygon YGG, and I think they ran out of the Ronin YGG. So we're trying to see if we can refill them. Um, yeah, so that's. But you can bridge from Polygon to Ethereum, and then from there, Ethereum to Ronin as well.
Yeah, there's a few different ways. I think we'll have something set up in the Notion to help people walk through it just to make it easier. But yeah, that's definitely something. I understand the community's frustrations there. We'll help you as best we can. But trust me, it's all going to go a lot smoother with rewards and staking when that comes out. So back onto rewards. Like I said, all badges are on there. The current reward season, so this is a little interesting with that new reward system, is people are a little bit confused about how there's a timer right now and it says 90 days. That's because it's for both season 7 and both season 8, right?
That's right.
So essentially what I've been told by YG, who's our head of product, is essentially that the reason we did that is the opportunity or the likelihood that everyone's going to be able to complete that whole essentially race is what he called it all the way to the finish is very unlikely, right? There's a few of our community members that are crazy gung-ho and they'll complete the whole thing, but essentially most people are going to stop maybe like the first quarter to halfway through. And the idea of us having, this span 2 gap seasons, which is different from the reward seasons, is that your points that you accumulate next season, you'll be able to spend on that same reward track. So you'll essentially be able to continue, right?
Yeah, this is like how we're continuously, I would say, evolving how we are improving our questing, our reward systems. And the good thing about this is that once people hit a reward node, they have sufficient points, they'll be able to claim sooner. So everyone is not waiting until end of season. The second is that if you take a look at the rewards page, there's actually a way for you to get both tokens and NFTs. So we want to be able to evolve this further next year so that there's a lot of different and exciting things. Like, for example, and again, this is not something that's on the immediate roadmap, but it could be that you could get rewards multi-chain, or for example, you might be able to get a gacha box. So those are some of the ideas that honestly haven't been scheduled for implementation, but it's something that we want to really gamify what the rewards are for our community. So it's not just straight conversion from points to tokens. People actually would have a different kinds of rewards that they could get.
Yeah, and on that note, all these rewards are coming directly from our treasury as well. So we have a pretty
Yep.
vast treasury of assets and such. So it wouldn't be surprising to see, various assets from different games pop up, or various, even tokens, right? We have a pretty large pool of tokens there. So I could see us, having
Yeah.
different tokens or whatnot, whatever. I guess, it's really whatever we're looking to do. Is there any opportunity maybe for the community to like vote on what rewards they'd want to see in the future, possibly, Gabby?
We could come up with a poll. Right now, we're giving away a lot of axes because we still have a lot of axes actually in our treasury, and we're also giving away some of the Niang kit from Ragnarok Monster World, so from Ragmon. So we're continuously experimenting. So getting that feedback from the community on what they like, what they dislike, how could it be better. It kind of informs us on how to make this better going forward.
Yeah, and we're even giving away some Pixels tokens for a lot of our Pixels fans. So
That's right.
that's
So yeah,
that's
so this
always
is
great.
the first time that we're doing um, the the direct rewards from our treasury, other than the YGG token. So we're really interested to see how it goes.
Yeah. So on that note, guys, I know we had a few questions in the last AMA. So no, you cannot skip over rewards. You have to complete it in a row. I don't know if we'll ever look about skipping the rewards in the future, about be able to hop. I don't think
I don't
that's
think.
the case. We want it to be linear.
Yeah.
And as for, let's say, for whatever reason, you don't want to participate in this rewards track there, I have been told by YG that points are essentially like they don't reset per season. So if you want to technically save them for another rewards period in the future, you're allowed to. Correct, Gabby?
I'm not 100% sure in that. So I have to double check with YG.
Okay, yeah, that's what YG told me. So
Okay.
points are forever or whatnot. So
Yeah, I
again,
guess it's
people,
the rewards that change. Yeah, after the 90 days of this reward season, we'll be refreshing that, and there'll be different rewards.
exactly. And another question people had was the daily pool. So essentially, the daily pool will get refreshed. So if for whatever reason all those tokens, all those rewards get, you know, claimed in one day, if you wait for the next refresh period, that pool should essentially be refilled with rewards, and you can then claim your rewards there. So that's just a buffer to make sure we have enough rewards and to let people know how large the reward pool is. It's something we encountered last season where some of the pools, because everybody was rushing in on claiming day, got emptied quickly, and people were like, hey, my transactions are in limbo or whatnot. So essentially we're giving you a visual representation of what's in the pool, so that
That's right.
you know, hey, maybe it's empty, maybe I should wait till that refills so I'm not stuck in limbo and transactions. So that's
Yeah,
why we've
this
done
is
that there.
also one way that we kind of protect ourselves from possible hacks and bots. Like if for some reason someone is able to like bot the system, then they'll be only able to get a limited amount of rewards. So we're always looking at the user base. Like for example, make sure no botting, no multi accounting. These are some things that can get you banned in the system. But even if you do these, the damage to rewards will be minimal.
Yeah, that's it. It's a really a group effort here. We did it last season. We saw a lot of our community pointing out specific people that, were actually bragging about multi accounting and whatnot there. So like we have banned quite a few people, and these are like permanent bans. We'll ban you directly from YGD. You'll never be able to participate in Gap or any of our related activities. You could be
That's
banned
right.
from the Discord, right? So it really is a group effort here. These extractors, or these people that are doing this, are taking rewards away from the community that actually should be getting them. They're reducing the pools, and then they're just dumping on everybody. So yeah, people, please stay vigilant. On that note of multi-counters and bad actors, we've also seen a really big uptick in scams, and
That's
people
right.
taking advantage of that with phishing links and whatnot there. So please, stay safe, be extra careful there. We don't want you guys to lose your rewards. If you ever in doubt of the links or anything that you're getting, before you click them, drop them in our scam channel. Our moderators, our team will be happy to verify them. Everything that we're doing here at YGG, most of it isn't like a rushed thing where you have to show up and, be the first 10 or, stuff like that. We usually give ample time for people to claim and verify stuff. And that's just by design because, again, when people are rushing in, when there's these timed events, there really are, opportunities for bad actors to take advantage of it. So please play safe. If you're ever in doubt, ask a moderator, you can always reach out to me as well. We want you guys to be safe, and that's what we're here to do. So yes, please let us know and stay safe out there. I'm sure right now the scammers are going to be out there, and especially once claiming itself, like the big claiming at the end of the season happens, they'll be uptaking again. Those are usually the two big times. So stay vigilant and stay safe.
That's right.
As for total rewards, I did drop a what do you call it? A kind of a sheet with all the rewards there. So I think if you complete that whole rewards track, it's 682 YGG tokens total, 30 pixels, 10 Ronin, 2 Axes, and 2 Nian kits in total there. So again, the reason why we're doing that is we had a lot of people, asking what the rewards multipliers and such were, and calculating that and asking why we were changing it throughout the season. This way you guys know exactly what you're getting. It's up to you guys to decide whether or not that's worth it for your time invested. We sure think it is, but again, every player is different. So now you guys know concrete what the rewards are. Like I said, if you want to save your points and maybe the next rewards batch is more or less, that's up to you guys. But this at least should solve the transparency issue, right, Gabby?
Yeah, that's right. And what I want to stress to our players is that there's different ways to get the rewards, right? For example, if you buy the premium pass, you get a lot of different rewards. If you are skilled in competition, you get esports rewards, which might be higher. If you win in the group quest, you will get different rewards. So the rewards page that we have there is just one way that you are getting rewards. There are many different ways, and sometimes a lot of the quests that we are doing, for example, we're working with Game 7, we're working with B3 to play the games that we're already playing. Those will have different rewards later on. So you have to really figure out, like, based on what games you like to play or what games you are good at, what rewards you can maximize. There's not just a single track to get the best kind of rewards.
And we're also looking, like, a lot of our partners are adding their own incentives on their side. Like I had an AMA with Genso, and I think they have like a $40,000 additional pool that's going on. I know for Parallel, we're gearing up for our big YPS tournament, which is I think like over 100K, somewhere around there in prizes. Like, so there's a lot of additional rewards outside of Gap that people might not necessarily see if they don't look for. Also, I should say there's this non-tangible kind of reputation reward. So we've been touting this with a few of our other game partners that they're possibly going to start looking at your Gap reputation and what Gap quests you've completed, some even for their games, and that might open up new reward tracks within their games or opportunities as well, correct?
That's right. Yep, that's right. The games are taking a look at who the most dedicated players are, and there might be an opportunity later on for additional rewards on top of that. So think of Gap as really our kind of reward system for our game partners, right? And the games will be taking a look at who will be the most dedicated players.
Exactly. On that note of rewards multipliers, so as you guys know, we've talked a little bit about staking. I have asked, there is no rewards multiplier this season for the season pass. So last season we added like a 0.7 rewards multiplier for people that bought the pass. That was just because, again, we were figuring out points and whatnot. That's not the case this season. The only multipliers you will be able to get is from staking. And we'll dive into that a little bit later. But if you guys are on the fence about claiming your rewards because the multiplier is not out yet, please wait till the staking is live, which should be live halfway through October, before you claim your rewards. Because if you claim your rewards before the multiplier is live, we can't, from what I've been told, is that multiplier will not be retroactively applied. If you have claimed for whatever reason before we announce this, please open a ticket. We'll do our best to kind of figure out how we can compensate you and figure that out. But in the meantime, if you are thinking about staking and you want that rewards multiplier, hold off on claiming your rewards. You can claim your points, you can get those, but don't claim the rewards on the rewards track. Wait till staking's live. That's kind of your...
And one thing that we want to remind the community is that this staking module that is coming out is staking for questers. It's not for whales. So the staking will give you multipliers on the quest that you're doing. So we have something in mind that's different for whales that we will develop. That's probably coming in the future. But what we want to do is to be able to gamify all kinds of staking. And our first priority are our active questers. That's why we're releasing this first. So we don't want people who will earn a lot of money from our treasury simply by staking and doing nothing. We want people to stake and do something active. So even when we have staking that's designed more for whales, they will be more gamified. But right now, the staking that is releasing will be for questers.
Exactly. It's always that big emphasis on we want people that are participating in the community and, participating in these gap quests and our bounties and all of those to be the ones that are getting, the biggest rewards or the biggest turnout. Obviously, we don't want to not reward people that are passively staking and
And not,
contributing to that validator node. But
yeah,
again, our focus is mainly on the extremely active people. And again, we are looking to gamify this even more. So I'm sure we floated the idea a few times here, Gabby, of like founders coin holders and sword and shield holders, figuring out some way that
we have
they'll be able
idea.
to participate as well. Again, that's coming down the road. Something we want to get these initial things out, these initial products out, have you guys test them, give us our feedback on what we should do and tweak those before we just add a billion features, because the more we add and the more complex they are, the
That's right.
harder it is for our dev team to really hunker down and figure it out, right? We are a fairly small team, although we've grown quite a bit in the past year. Like, we've got, I don't know how many people now, but quite a bit more people working. And we have been expanding, as people can see with Pierre for marketing. We've been adding people strategically to help grow certain facets of not only Gap, but the general org overall. So yeah, another note though for rewards pools there, as I said it before, bounties and specific quests that aren't game related do not get points. You guys will get rewarded in flat YGG. So mainly bounties, we're looking at that. We wanted people to really have a firm grasp on, hey, if I'm putting the time in as a moderator and I'm, contributing however many hours as a mod or as a game tester, I know right away, how many tokens I'm going to get and if that's worth my time. That was a huge, I wouldn't say complaint, but a feedback point last season is people felt, they wanted to have a clear, concise idea of what their time and their value was to, figure out it is. We understand that real life exists too. You guys have jobs, you have other things, and essentially being a moderator or even a game tester is almost like a side hustle. And you want to know, what your hourly or, weekly compensation would be. So that's another major change that we've made, right, Gabby, in order
Yeah,
to make sure people are completely understanding their time
yeah, yeah.
and such there.
Correct.
Cool. I think that touches on everything rewards related there. We touched a little bit on staking here, but let's dive deeper into that. So as we said, your staking multiplier will get added there. It is only if you're participating in Gab. So if you're just passively staking on the Ronin validator node, that's not going to count. That's going to go live midway through October. Once we get the concrete date, I will make an announcement about that. We also have an FAQ and Notion article ready to go for that. So all those details will be live. We'll also have another hangout. I'm sure, Gabby, you'll be traveling, but I'll be able to handle that. That will go through all the staking details. Maybe I'll try and pull YG up here if he wants to talk to the community and he can kind of go over it. But overall, we're going to have as many tools as possible for you guys to understand what's entailed by staking, kind of how much you have to stake, where you go to stake, all of those things. We will have a complete easy walkthrough for you guys to get ready to lock onto that. And then, as Gabby said, for passive staking, for people that are really holding on to their tokens and might not necessarily be able to participate in Gap full-fledged, we'll talk more about that when that's set to go live sometime early next year.
That's right.
I'm not sure if I can talk about how it works. I do have a brief description here from YG on how it works there. Gab, do you think I'm okay to share that right now, or do we want to just wait?
I think let's just wait for the article and then we can reinforce later on just to make sure that everything is accurate.
Exactly. There might be some changes or whatnot there. Before we move to our AMA period, because we actually are ahead of time here, which is a good thing. That means more questions to be answered by all of you guys. Do you want to kind of just share with our community kind of a quick update, maybe talk about what you're excited for YPS and maybe the market as a whole? I know a lot of our community really looks up to you in terms of like the blockchain or the Web3 guru here. So maybe just give us some thoughts on where you see YGG going, what you're excited for in the next year, and maybe just an overall idea on what's happening with the market. Give us some leaks.
Leaks. Well, I'm here in San Francisco and talking to a lot of people in the game industry, a lot of our game partners. And generally, it seems like the games are indeed getting more polished, getting better. A lot of these games are in beta or close to launching and also close to launching their tokens. So there's a lot more P2A campaigns. And we're partnering with a lot of these platforms and games so that we can, it's not just YGG that's giving you rewards. It's also our platform partners, it's our game partners, it's our blockchain partners. So if you're able to stack rewards that way, then it's great, right? And it's not just on YGG to be able to provide those rewards, because even though we have a treasury, we're also limited because we have to think about the sustainability of the rewards that we're giving. That said, there's a lot to look forward to in the next couple of months. As Fallen said, the YGG Play Summit is coming to Manila this November. There's a lot of exciting things happening. We already announced the Game Awards. So the Game Awards will be happening IRL for the first time in Manila during the week of YPS. We also have 3 full days of esports tournaments. So we've already talked about the $100,000 tournament for Parallel, and the qualifiers for that will be happening in October. So there's 2 qualifiers, and the top 16 will be going to Manila to fight for the $100,000 prize pool. Um, I believe it's also AOF that we've also announced a tournament, right, Fallen?
Yeah. So AOF will also have a tournament. We have a banner somewhere for that. We've been posting it on Discord, but yeah, we've got a lot of tournaments to say the least. There's a lot of people
That's not
contributing.
We're not gonna stop at that. There's a few more games that will have tournaments. We're also in talks with some big games that we will not mention yet that want to announce or tease something during YPS. So we're gonna have a big expo floor with a lot of games. The expo will be going on for 3 full days, and there's also a lot of content creators. I think we have over 100 content creators that are flying to the Philippines. So yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah, it's super exciting. We've been talking about there, I will be there with Corp City as well. Who knows, face reveal perhaps, or maybe I'll wear a mask. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, excited to see the community. I know a lot of the community's been wondering and asking when we'll show up there. So yeah, we finally made that commitment. I'm super excited. Always been so jealous of watching everybody else at these events and how big they are. It seems like the Philippines really does it the best when it comes to Web3 events. So super excited to see that. YPS is going to be bigger and better than ever. Like you said, we've got tons of influencers, streamers coming out. We've got cosplay events. We've got various tournaments that people will be able to participate in. So it sounds like it's going to be just crazy.
I
I
wonder
think,
who people are most excited to see in Manila. Will it be Jiho? Will it be Luke? Will it be Heidi? Or will it be someone else? Who do you want to see from the games?
yeah, let's see it in chat here. Let's see. Who are you most excited to see? Me and Gabby are obviously watching the AMA discussion chat. So, what are you guys most excited to see there? Several people typing. See Heidi from
Heidi,
Pixels.
Gabby. Oh, I'll be there. You'll definitely see me.
Yeah, shout outs to Ellie. I'm not sure if you know Gabby, but he's one of the founders of C3, which is a big Pixels
No,
guild.
of course.
Uh, yeah, so shout outs to Ellie and for helping us vet and create a lot of these Pixels quests. I'm not sure if the community knows at large, but Ellie has been like just totally pivotal when it comes to making these quests. The
Yeah,
inspector quest
our,
right now is all him.
our Pixels quests have always been very high quality, even going back to a few seasons ago, right? Before they moved to Ronin.
Exactly. And that's mainly, again, thanks to Ellie and obviously Legion Gaming as well. So, Ellie, I don't think you're slated to. Well, I guess you are slated to meet us in the Philippines if you're saying you're
Oh,
excited to
is
see
Ali coming
Gabby.
to the Philippines? That would be
I
cool.
think so. I think so. We'll definitely be doing a bunch of after community events as well. I think we have those planned. So be on the
Just
lookout for
remember,
that.
guys, most of you, I don't know what you look like unless we've met in person before, because everyone has avatars here. So you have to introduce yourselves to me when we see each other in Manila.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not even sure, Gabby, if you remember what I look like because we've met once, and I don't blame you.
Roughly.
Yeah, general
Or-
ideas.
but I know what corpse looks like.
Yeah, yeah. Well, oddly enough, we'll see. I don't quite look as much like Corpse as people would imagine. Let's just say he looks a little bit on the fairer side, and I look a little bit more Asian. Okay, what other questions do you guys have for Gabby and myself here? Um, just going through these chats. This is your opportunity, guys. So it doesn't have to necessarily be totally locked to Gap. If you have some general questions for just YGG's future outlook, now would be the opportunity. Ellie's got a question here. So many of us kept YGG on Polygon for premium and just in general. Are there plans to set up a bridge directly from Polygon to Ronin? I don't think
That's
we.
technically not possible. So that's why we're trying to find other ways like coins.ph, but you can actually bridge from Ethereum, from Polygon to Ethereum and Ethereum to Ronin. And we do expect the premium pass to be on Ronin for at least the next couple of seasons. So yeah, we didn't want to do. I mean, I know it's like inconvenient for a lot of you that have been saving on Polygon, but we didn't want to have the experience where the only the pass was on Polygon and then everything else was on Ronin. So we made a decision to just have everyone in Ronin, and I think in the next 2 seasons at least we'll be keeping stuff on Ronin.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer, but yeah, it's the best thing for everyone. Like I said, the liquidity's on Ronin. All our rewards are mostly on Ronin. It just makes it all overly easier for everybody. So a little bit of a hiccup, but I'm sure people will figure it out. If you have any questions, like I said, we'll have a Notion article. A lot of the community can help you walk through. Obviously, be wary of scammers, right? Be careful of those links if you're asking for help. But yeah, if you see somebody with the moderator role or anything like that, you can be pretty sure that they're okay. Kuya Kevs, no, we are not looking to add any additional quests mid-season. The only ones, like I said, that will be added is Blade of God and a few of those other ones on October 10th that are kind of just waiting to get ready to go. But other than that, we're not looking to add like hidden games or additional stuff midway through the season. What you see at the beginning is essentially what we're running with. Season 6 reward tickets. So we've gone through most of our tickets. We've tried our best. We're still trying to address some of those. A few of those, we're still waiting on other replies and answers to hit those. If you haven't had an answer back on your support ticket, feel free to bump it up. You can tag me and I'll see what I can do. Some of these we just can't take care of. And might have to close, but we'll try our best to resolve that. So Hoshi, if you're having issues, please tag me. I'll figure out what I can do. Oh, here's a good one from Booty Wop, or Booty Whoop, sorry. Is there any plans in future for reputation and progression, Gabby?
Generally, yes. There's a lot of big chunks that we're going through. The big chunks are one, releasing on-chain guilds. Second, enabling more group quests. Actually, those are the biggest chunks that we're doing. Reputation and progression, there are things that we want to do there. Maybe there are quests that have a prerequisite. Yeah, so that's definitely something on our mind. But yeah, there's bigger chunks that we have to work on.
It's coming. It's getting developed. I know Luke from Pixels has asked us, if we do create a reputation system, there's a few partners that want to implement it. So it's definitely on our list of to-dos, but as you guys can imagine, our list of to-dos is quite long.
It
So we have
grows
to
grows every day.
exactly. So we've got to prioritize what we can. Um, there's another suggestion here, not so much a question, but I Tomi says they'd like to see a better balancing between PH and global quests. Yes, we're trying more and more to get more global related quests. Obviously, the reason why we have more PH quests is just because that's where most of our player base is right now. We are growing globally, so expect that to change as we do grow and we get other people helping us with quests. It's definitely something that's been on our mind, correct, Gabby?
Yeah. Like Cairo has been doing a lot of like quests on global guilds and global creators, and I have to remind that the core gameplay quests are available to everyone. And for the Philippines, they do have a lot of like quest moderators, so they're very organized, and they're the ones that create these quests themselves. So as the other communities grow and they have moderators that can create these quests, then it will be easier for us to support them. So a lot of the quests here for PH are because there is an organization that is able to organize and be able to handle quest creation. So I think if you want to see more quests in your own region, we would want to see community leaders step up and organize, help create quests for your particular community once gets large enough, right? Because I think at some point, maybe over 80% of our players in the Philippines. Now, actually, we're seeing it a lot more international, which is great. But we also need community leaders to step up and help us create content for particular communities if they want to see more representation in Quest. So it's not just something that we can do ourselves. We will need community leaders to do that with us as well.
Exactly. And that kind of ties into, I guess, our guilding system and our on-chain guilds, right? Like if there's a large enough, let's say North American guild, we'd be looking at them to help us design some of these North American maybe related quests, right? And maybe do some events in North America.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the more that you want to organize for a particular group or region, I think that we will be able to assign rewards for that. It's just that because we've been in the Philippines so long, they're actually very organized and they're able to create events or their own like questing in their own Discord that we're able to assign rewards to. But this is something that we're open to doing for other communities outside of the Philippines.
Exactly. Yes, there will be no points conversion. We're not doing that. Your points get put in. There's no conversion rate, anything like that. Like I said, the only difference is the rewards multiplier for staking, which will come midway through. But yeah, in terms of points conversion, not happening. You get your points instantly. You can claim your rewards instantly. Uh, will there be a gap in December, Gabby? I think that's on. We are teasing season 8, but I don't know if we'll be running gap during YPS. I don't think that quite makes sense, right?
Um, we will have a season 8. We don't have the dates locked in yet, but we will have a season 8. And
There you
if you look at the current rewards, it says 90 days, right? So we probably will have season 7 and 8 within that 90-day period.
exactly. When will Region Quest be open? Like I said, they're slated to open on the 10th of October. If we finish all the rewards in line, we will not get any rewards for season 8. So let's say they complete every quest this season in season 7. That means they won't be able to get additional rewards in season 8. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct. Here we go. Sorry, guys, just scrolling down. I was trying to keep track. Yes, be careful, guys. The moderators are out here watching. If you're spamming or posting anything bad, or somebody, apparently, Gabby, somebody posted a scam link. Shout outs to our mods for instant banning them.
I didn't even see the link. I only saw the reactions.
Well, I think we have over 10 moderators watching, so they're on it. I don't see any more glaring. Oh, here we go. Rewards multiplier um will the rewards multiplier from staking only affect rewards on the YGG token rewards, or will it affect points from quests?
I
Um,
think that I believe that'll be from, but I think you actually want to check with YG before answering that.
Yeah, so from what I know is the rewards multiplier isn't going to affect your points that you get. It's going to affect when you claim. So let's say you claim your YGG rewards on that track. I think the points multiplier affects that. Again, I'll get confirmation from that, but as far as I know, it's not for just the bounties and stuff like that. It's for what you can claim there, but I will get confirmation on that. That's the other reason I'm telling you guys is if you are wary of this and you want to wait, just wait till staking is live. Again, there's no huge rush. You guys can wait to claim your stuff. You can submit your submissions and get vetted and get your points, and then wait to claim your rewards. There's no rush. So if you are a little bit wary, wait till we get the concrete details and we'll figure that out.
Yeah, I'll answer one question. So Booty Wolf is asking, are we leaning towards bringing everything in Ronin? I wouldn't say everything because some of the games will be on other chains. So we are multi-chain. But for now, the core like premium pass and rewards modules will be on Ronin. So just to be clear, we're not looking to bring that back to Polygon soon. The reason we switched to Ronin is that the user experience is easier and we want to be consistent. But you can expect that some things will be multi-chain because the games are on different chains. So some of the rewards that you receive will be on different chains. But for the core premium pass and the rewards module, they will be in Ronin for the near future.
Here's a funny question here. Is there the opportunity to see a Jollibee voucher on the rewards track in the future?
That's actually a really great idea. So the reason that we did the rewards track so that we can be very flexible in how we do our rewards. So we're not anywhere close to be able to do that, but we actually want to be able to do like physical rewards as well. So
Yeah,
the
I
answer
think
is
that
no, not now, but I'd love to be able to do that.
I think it's something we've been floating about having, a separate point store. So let's say somebody does complete all the rewards track and they have additional points for season 8. Well, maybe you can't continue the rewards track, but maybe there's, I don't know, a merch store or something
Yeah,
where you
you
can
can have
spend
a,
those.
like a Shopify store, for example, that takes the points. But the problem with that is that with physical rewards, it's a lot harder with a global audience, right? So again, we don't want to just cater to players from the Philippines. We want to cater to players worldwide. And even though Jollibee exists in a lot of countries, it's basically not. It's not all over the world.
Yeah, and I guess if we do have some sort of store up there, right, people will be able to, decide like, hey, there's no Jollibee in my region, so I should probably not claim that voucher, or we'll have some sort of, I guess, what would you call it? Some legal jargon that would say, hey, this is only available in this region. Don't claim if you're not from this region, so on and so forth.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Because I know a lot of people are also asking about just YGG merch in general. It's been something that a lot of people have asked for. If you're coming to YPS, there'll be lots of YGG merch for you guys to claim or go around. I think there'll be a lot of merch just from all the various game partners to claim.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to worry about merch. If you go to the YGG Play Summit, you'll be coming home with a lot of merch. And for you guys that have been to our events before, there's physical quest cards that allow you to get the merch. Expect a lot of that from all of our games.
Exactly. Guys, you have more questions? We're almost at the top of the hour. Gabby, I know you're a busy guy. So guys, I will give one last call for questions and then we will wrap it up here. Yes, gaming peripherals and gaming items is definitely on that list of merch items. Again, we're not we're not saying this is coming anytime soon, but it is on our ever-growing list of things that we eventually want to get out. Is there any way to display how many tokens you're getting on the rewards play? Example is how many tokens does the 200 points give? I think it's all a random amount. As far as I know, there isn't any set way to know exactly. You kind of got to spend the points and know. Like I said, you know the total amount of tokens that you'll get at that end of the track. But yeah, I think that's a feature, right? It's kind of the excitement of not knowing exactly what you get. I'm sure once a few people have gotten it, you can ask in the community how much it is, but we're not releasing that ourselves. As for the Axie reward, it's a random Axie. I don't think we know exactly what you're getting. It's just a random Axie from the treasury, right, Gabby?
That's correct.
Criteria for 2 times reward. Reward, like I said, it all going to come down for staking. We don't have the exact details. You'll have to wait till the staking notion goes live. And then that will actually give you exactly what the criteria, what you'll need to stake, what you'll need to do. So please wait for that. Oh, somebody says you can actually click the reward and it will show you how many tokens you get. Cool. Even I didn't know that. Will the GT program go for the length of gap or will be a longer term? That's a great question. Again, I would ask Miss Mazing herself. She will know exactly how we're doing that. I'm not the head of game testing, so that's a question to be directed at her. Just reach out in questions. Feel free to either ask a moderator to ask her or tag her herself and she'll get back to you. I know she's extremely busy herself. We've got a ton of games just asking us all the time. Gabby, I'm sure you know, just asking us to game test or do anything related to them.
We're not going to run out of game testing, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Scrolling down. Okay, I don't see any more requests, so again, we will wrap it up there. Gabby, closing thoughts. You know, what are you excited to see in the next few months besides YPS, obviously?
Well, I hope to see more of you join, invite your friends, join the group quests, the guild quests for season 7. And then, yeah, the next thing will be, YGG Play Summit is just a little bit over a month from now. So we're super busy preparing for the event, talking to the different games, making sure that the tournaments, the expos, the creators, the side events will be all top quality. So that's the biggest thing that we are working on right now.
Yeah, super excited for it. Guys, if you have more questions, as always, you can feel free to reach out to myself and I'll answer them. Other than that, we've got some motions coming. I hope this was insightful for you all, and I hope your guys are grinding Gap hard. And yeah, thank you so much for joining. We'll probably have another community hangout next week when more stuff goes live. Gabby, thanks so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to chat with us. I know it's always insightful. And yeah, we will call it there. I will play the YPS 2024 video, and that's it. We'll wrap it up.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks.